love her. God, I wrote you a letter. You said it follow the vision. I know that it's different.
User 616-781-012. Welcome to the live. You need to make an account. You need to make a freaking account.
Some of it, but he was. This is the guy who was 6 years younger than
the title. She hates men for the pattern she repeats herself.
you.
He was like 4 years younger than me.
4 years younger than you. Okay. And he was abusive towards you.
Yeah.
Were you abusive towards him?
Abusive? I
Because
think
you
they're
said-
saying.
What am I
You
gonna
said-
do?
Is that is that word YouTube TOS? I don't think so.
That was a quarterback, you know.
I mean,
people do, but like
knife.
I'm not from Memphis. Like,
weapons.
I've never fought. I've never fought someone. I've only ever defended myself. That's it.
Okay, you said 5 out of the 6 of your.
I mean, that's not even a high top fade because it goes past right here. Like,
Exes.
I don't know what she
since
got
you were
going
16
on, but
have been physically.
Yeah. And so I know it's not.
Eyebrows shaped up,
I
though.
started that at 22. You know, because I question myself. I'm like, why? I didn't watch my mom get beat. I didn't grow up watching my mom get beat or anything. So I don't get it.
If 5 of the 6 of your exes were physically abusive, I mean, that seems to be like a pattern of selection that you continue to make.
Right. Yeah.
Was
it's
there
definitely.
was there mutual?
What was that?
Mutual.
No.
Tilt your mic down a little bit. Just tilt it down a bit. No mutual.
No, I've only ever hit someone one time, and it was my most recent ex, like a year ago. He kept shoving me, and he knows that, you know, I've had someone literally me. So, yeah, I only hit him because he wouldn't stop shoving me onto the ground, into my water dispenser, into the wall, and I don't like calling the cops. Like, I would rather not. But
Well, you suffer from alcoholism. You said, right, for many years.
Yeah, for a long time. I do still drink on vacation, but other than that, I don't drink in Florida.
So if you're drinking very heavily, and you have these incidences, do you even remember them?
No, yeah, I remember. Yeah, for this most recent one, I was sober. Like, I was like 6 months sober from alcohol completely.
Yeah, but the ones before that, you're 3 sheets to the wind. You know what I mean? And the abuse is only happening on one end, as far as you know.
Yeah, it was definitely one end. I'm not a person at all. I don't like fighting.
In any way? What about other forms of abuse?
Maybe like verbally, if someone's just coming at me, like if you're just coming at me and like my character and you don't know me or something, but like why
yeah, I don't even know how I am anymore. Like I don't know. Nobody has tried me since I got right with God. But I would like to think that I'm not like violent anymore. I would never know until I get into that position. But as of right now, I wouldn't say that I'm a violent person.
I was like, what am I gonna do? And I've had my ass before by men. I would never hit a man.
I mean,
in hopes of being hit back.
Were you ever blackout drunk?
Yeah.
What a waste of money.
If you guys did look at my exes, you'll see they have previous charges. Like, they're just a men, and it'd be like that. Like,
so
it's
is
not
that maybe
exactly
the pattern?
me. It's that they drink, I drink. That's a big problem, and now I don't drink anymore.
have you ever, just curious, have you ever friend zoned any guys?
Yeah, a lot. Like every guy I know, almost. Because I hate
of it.
men. They terrify me.
Wait, say that one more
They
time.
I said I
terrify.
hate men.
Wow.
I mean,
Are you a feminist?
No, I'm really not. Like, I'm really not. I don't know.
Wow.
Ask me.
I'm going to disavow that statement, but so why do you hate men?
I mean, I grew up with 4 stepdads, no dad, like a boyfriend since I was 16. Like, you tell me.
But you pick these guys.
Exactly. You pick those guys. Like, somehow all the guys you dated have previous history of being abusive, like previous charges, and you don't see like the correlation. You don't see like, all right, maybe it's the dudes I'm choosing. I need to switch up my criteria a little bit. That might be a question I need to ask on like date 3 or 4. Like, you feel me? You like at this point, to the point where you hate men, your next relationship, you need to know what you're getting into. Not saying off rip, like on as soon as you meet a dude you like, you start asking questions like, have you ever abused women before? Have you ever went to jail for domestic violence before? Like, but be more cautious. Don't let it get out of hand to where you 1 year in and you just finding out that he's abusive and now you don't want to leave him because you didn't spent the year with this man, and you know, like, come on.
Yeah, I did.
There's a pattern here. I'm not. If any of them put hands on you, that's clearly wrong. Should never physically strike somebody. But, well, I mean, in self-defense is
Unless
fine.
you hit someone first, you know.
Sure,
sometimes,
right,
like,
but
yeah,
but there appears to be a pattern here. You continue, like, again, I'm not saying what these 100% what these guys did is wrong, but you have a pattern of picking these kinds of men.
If they already previously have a track record of being abusive and you know that, why is it that you continue to
Boom. The golden question. Let's hear this.
pursue them?
Let's hear this.
So I just started doing the background checks like in the last 2 years, and my most recent ex, he was just supposed to be a friend because my one ex had tried to kill me, and I moved this other guy in. That
Wait,
I was
what?
friends with in because my one ex had tried to kill me.
Kill? Kill?
And I moved this other guy in that I was friends with in Florida because I was terrified to live alone. I was like, my ex said, I can't live here. You need to get out. So I moved a guy in, and then I ended up dating him because he was the only guy I slept with or hung out with for like a year. And he ended up being abusive. He had never abused someone before me, but he, as far as I know, I mean, I haven't known him his whole life.
Wait,
so.
he never had. You did a background check on him.
He had nothing on
No
his
DV. How old is he?
He's 28. So
28.
Yeah.
No history.
All right, so I take back what I said then. She's taking the measure she's supposed to take, being a private investigator. It just happens that the first time she did look at a background check on a dude, they were clean, but turned out to be abusive. I mean, that's unfortunate, but I mean, that's just one out of billions of men in the world.
History of domestic violence.
No history, yeah.
Ends up in a relationship with you, and then for the first time in this 28 years, DV.
Now he making it seem like she's the problem.
He's with you.
Yeah. I see. So he knew. So like, OnlyFans was a big problem for us. He's Hispanic, and his family, like, they didn't know.
So she was the problem. I mean, even though I'm not trying to justify hitting anybody, man, women, dog, for any reason other than self-defense, but y'all already have disagreements about you being a sex worker. Like, that should already, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like when you have disagreements while you're dating, because I date to marry. When I date, well, I'm married now, but when I was dating, I date to marry. So like, if I'm getting red flags or, you know what I'm saying, stuff that we can't agree on, and I feel like stuff that we will never agree on, my head is not in marriage no more. My head is thinking about leaving you, because I just see a future where we're not going to get married no more. And I'm not just dating just for the hell of it. I'm not just dating just so I can get some sex constantly. Like, I want to marry you if I'm dating you. So once a disagreement comes up and it seems like we never going to agree on this disagreement, I'm thinking about leaving you.
He had massive issues with it.
Stay
he wanted to
hydrated.
marry me for some reason. He's
Wait,
very
what?
He had massive issues with it. He wanted to marry me for some reason. He's very contradictory.
Okay. Welcome to the live, Elena.
Yeah, it was a lot of issues.
How was he contradictory?
Like the fact that he wanted to marry me, but he hated the fact that I did. But he also
Okay. He wanted to marry you. That's why y'all had disagreements, because he wanted to marry you, but he didn't want you to do OnlyFans anymore. Don't say he's contradicting himself because he wants to marry you, but he has a problem with it. It's not that he just has a problem with it. He doesn't want you doing it anymore. but he's trying to give you a chance to stop doing it. But like I said, hit it. That doesn't mean he's in the right to hit her just because of his reasoning.
Yeah.
I just think that he should avoid OnlyFans women if he doesn't want to be with an OnlyFans woman.
Well,
like,
when he met you,
Did you
I
tell
knew
him
that, right?
100%.
Okay.
So are you saying that the DV was precipitated by the conflicts of you doing?
I think most of it had to do with drinking. Like, he was never violent when he did not drink. Never. He was never violent when he didn't drink. My other exes, they were, but he wasn't.
I have a question for you. Is there any...
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $100. Born in South, I have seen your type before. It will be painful, but you need to change your life. Stop the even chasing the easy life. Go to church in a meaningful way and get some help. Be better.
Right.
Thank you, Grid 1. Do you want to respond to Grid 1?
Yeah, that was a good comment. I do therapy with 2 different therapists every week. So I am getting help.
2 different therapists?
I have 2 different therapists.
And you see them
for different
once a week, every week?
Nickelodeon
yeah,
donated
so twice a week,
$100.
2 different people.
Do you like being and in bed? Perhaps there's an Amber Heard support group.
Do you want to respond?
I like dark humor.
What? That's not the question. Do you?
I know, but my response would be dark
sure.
humor.
Okay.
Drake Crochet. Welcome
yeah,
to the
I love
live,
that
Drake
shit.
Crochet.
You like being...
Yeah, I love it. And my family says that that's why I'm in me, because I let them me in bed, but that's insane.
Do you think?
Okay. Hold on.
The alcohol.
Okay. Okay, this is what I gotta say about that. You already like being choked and slapped in bed, right? So in his head, he's already like, okay, this is what she likes. This the type, know what I'm saying? This how I need to be to make her like me more. So add that on top of drinking, you know what I'm saying? That's just a clashing, I don't know. That's just terrible.
Alcoholism is a form of self-medication for another type of mental illness, perhaps, that you're now being treated for?
Yeah.
You mean like bipolar, like something like that? Is that what you mean?
Something like that, yeah.
Like I've been diagnosed. So part of the reason why I got sober for 6 months was because of the fact that I drank so heavily. My therapist didn't feel confident to try to give me like BPD or bipolar without me being sober for 6 months to see how I was sober. You know what I mean? So I have like general anxiety, depression, just things like that. Things that most people have.
So apologies if you've already addressed this, but why did you break your sobriety? If you don't want to get into it, that's really fine too.
No, there's not really a so reason.
Cabled 11 donated $100. Just
Yeah,
get
what
the
is
rocks
get the
again.
rocks?
Just get the
Sean
Does that
rocks.
mean that they're
Get the rocks.
Like to like.
Abdul,
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
get the rocks. Get the
It
rocks.
is?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Cabled. Thank you for the TTS. Appreciate
Now I
it.
know what get the rocks
Wait,
mean. 5 out of 6.
Awareness of you being the common denominator here.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
I
Okay.
drink,
are-
like, a
are you
lot of
accountability?
drinks too. Like I stand up for myself. Like
Again,
I
I'm not
don't-
saying if they're you that's 100% wrong, but you're not ever initiating any sort of
Verbal confrontation.
either verbal or physical.
No, I don't start
There's
fights
a
for no
correction.
reason.
He's saying if they are hitting you, that's 100% wrong. That's what, just clarifying that so it doesn't get clipped out of context.
Oh, did I? What did I say? Did I say it's fine?
You're saying, I'm not saying if they're hitting you, it's 100% wrong.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
Yeah, like do you start verbal confrontation that might cause situations to escalate?
Yeah.
Not really. Like if someone, for some reason, so for me, I've always kind of felt like the man, which I have made more money in the past than my exes. But
Is that
And would you have contempt
What does
for
that-
your
what-
partners for their lack of success or ambition
Yeah, I don't
as compared to
care.
you? You don't care?
I literally don't care what a man does. I've dated all different types of people.
Okay.
That's not answering the
solid.
question
So
though.
is alcoholism kind of the common denominator with all your past partners? Is like heavily drinking?
Do you-
Is
It's
that
been a
kind of
massive-
do you
correlating?
tend to meet them out while you're drinking? Are these,
Hey,
like,
she asking a good question.
Like-
Whenever she
Most of
do.
them are from Tinder, which is really awful. I know.
So do these physical confrontations occur when you guys are both drinking heavily?
Intoxicated?
No.
No,
No.
okay.
No. So, yeah. my exes, we both drink a lot. 2 years ago, that's whenever I started slowing down, 2021. Before that, I do OnlyFans.
Appreciate that likes, Ian.
I've always hated it. My family hates it. But I just made
Drinking or OnlyFans? Drinking or OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. I don't hate drinking. I like drinking.
So you hate,
I like to drink.
So you hate doing OnlyFans?
Yeah.
But you do it anyways.
Yeah, just like I make a lot of money. Like I've been so many places I make a lot, and I've been a lot of places I've never would have been able to go.
You hate doing OnlyFans?
Sure. I've hated it forever. I hate it. I hate how people look at me.
She said she's hated it the whole time. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not keeping a job I don't like. That's why I got out the military. I didn't like it. It just didn't seem for me anymore. So I left instead of staying for another contract, instead of staying all 20 years and retiring, I got out. Because money isn't everything. That means every time you do your work, you're miserable. Right? If you don't like it, that means every time you have a scene, you're miserable in that scene. And you're faking the pleasure that these people are paying for. I mean, I wouldn't pay for it.
What have you thought of a pattern of which men that you've dated, what you've actually looked for? Because without having that father figure, you're probably searching for something and you're triggering this type thing that people have. Like, are you trying to find someone to protect you and you're unfortunately getting these
opposite?
Yeah.
I think it would be nice to feel the love that, I never felt from my dad. And maybe it would be great to find someone that would definitely really want me to quit OnlyFans, and having the father figure that really encourages it.
But I want to know is what patterns...
Well, that doesn't sound like you hate men anymore.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago you said you hated men, and now it sounds like you're desperately seeking the approval of one.
Doc Vinably donated $100. Bree, men who are okay with dating OF models are not healthy prospects. Maybe you are the one who needs to quit OnlyFans and start engaging in healthy behavior.
I agree. That's a red flag right there for a man. If he's okay, if he's okay that you do OnlyFans, that's a red flag for a man right there already. Your girl having an OnlyFans is no reason for you to put your hands on them. Definitely not. There's no reason to put your hands on somebody unless it's self-defense. So if it's not self-defense, it shouldn't even get to that point.
Thank you, Dr.
You just contradict yourself a little bit because you have a big issue with...
Christ is Lord donated $100.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate
Sexual
it.
immorality with lack of self-control is evidence of our society's moral decay without God.
Yep.
All of us are under an authority greater than ourselves. Is our society evolving or unraveling?
By the way, that was trending on Twitter today.
This
Christ
question?
is King. So I wanted to also say to the super chatter, you're absolutely right. Christ is Lord. So did want to reaffirm
Amen.
that. Great super chat name.
I think it was your most recent ex. You said that he wanted to marry you, but had a problem, but wanted you to quit fans.
Yeah.
And then you just said that you would love to find a man that would want you to quit fans and settle down.
I didn't even hear
He would
that.
never take care of me. Like if we would go out.
Your previous.
Yeah,
boyfriend.
like I would love a man that could take care of me. Like we would go out, especially when we were just friends, and he would try to drag me from the bar, and he would end up getting in fights because he's trying to make me leave and things like that. And like I'm not trying to leave, but we weren't dating. Like we were just strictly friends.
I don't know. Does she, what point does she think she's making?
I'm not trying to leave, and he would end up getting in fights. Especially when we were just friends, and he would try to drag me from the bar. And
He's trying to drag you from the bar. You didn't want to leave, so other people started fighting him because he was trying to take you from the bar when you were a previous alcoholic, broke your sobriety. I don't know. I don't know what point she's trying to make. Okay, this is what I would do. Quit OnlyFans, live in your means. Boom. Cause she's saying she hates OnlyFans, but she's getting really good money. I mean, at that point, you just gonna have to live in your means. Quit OnlyFans, get another job, get another, you know what I'm saying? Just do something else. Do something else. Look it up. You're not finna have a 5-bedroom house. You're not finna be going on all these vacations every month. You feel me? Like, just suck it up. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me and how I think. Like, having a miserable job that I hate, and she said she's been hated it since she started it. Having a job and hating it for so long, just so I can go on free trips and I can get a lot of money. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm streaming right now with 2 viewers on TikTok, 0 on Twitch. And it's because it's fun. I know a lot of people who would look at this and be discouraged and want to quit and why I don't have no viewers, and you know what I'm saying? But like, when it's fun, it really don't even matter. Like, honestly, I haven't got a comment since, when was this comment? This comment was probably a whole hour and a half ago. I haven't got a comment in almost an hour and a half. But it's, regardless of who's watching, streaming is still fun.